Jazz never go down. Wolf Creek.
I'll take that back.
Bumblebee.
Well,
Oh no.
I guess we got Whiny Willie back.
Back, friends, fans, and family. We have 2 cards. I missed 2 cards. I went way long. I tried to handle like the ground forces. We went over the artillery, engineering, infantry, and intel. Went over 4 units of about 5-6 different cards each, and it's just too much. So I want to make these videos a little shorter, and let's continue. Before we get into ground force, the medical cards for the Autobots, let's look at ground infantry specialist, and then we'll look at the other specialists that I missed on the previous video too. The ground infantry specialist does not have a green pip, but it is a solid blue. Stacks on top of that Autobot Ground Infantry Sergeant only. That's how it gets introduced into Battlefield with +1 health. It is a rare card. When you put this on a specialist, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is an armor, you may play it. It does have bold 1 while it's on there. A ranking upgrade cannot be stacked on this. So there's that. Some specialist cards may have some green on them. These 2 don't. Ground Intel Specialist blue pip, +1 to attack, rare. Stack on Ground Intel Sergeant only. When you put this on a specialist, well, sounds familiar. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a secret action, you may play it. That's specific. Not just any action, but it has to be a secret action. So you would have to stop at the specialist because you can't put any more on top of it. So the Ground Intel Private, +1 to attack. If it's on a truck, it has stealth while untapped. The sergeant would if you put this on a melee character, excuse me. So let's talk about this real quick. Is this a circle or wavy lines? No, it is Sergeant Crosshairs, and he's in his alt mode. So you could put the private card on him in this mode because he is a truck and he is an Autobot. While the private card is on him, giving him +1 to attack, he has stealth while untapped. You flip him to bot mode. Can you put the sergeant card on him? Yes. He already has the private. The private is specific onto the faction and the trait. Normally the vehicle traits. Normally only the vehicle traits. So then if he's in bot mode and he has the private, you can put stack the ground intel the sergeant on him. But if he's a melee character, draw a card. Well, he's not. You'd have to have, I was looking for another character here that is a car. Well, tracks his melee on both sides. But say you started him with the private on the first turn, maybe the next turn you flip him for battle, and now he has an attack of 5. And you go, okay, well I already got the private. Let's put the sergeant on here. He's melee. Okay, I can draw a card. Okay, if you miss it, you lose it. You can't go back and do it again. So there's that. And then with +1 to defense, and if you put this on a specialist, reveal the top card of your deck. If it has the secret action, you can play it. I don't know, someone like Gears. And he's a specialist on both modes. Once the first card, the private, is introduced, it doesn't matter what mode they're in. Okay? So now that we've kind of established that, and I should have established that in the very first video, and I do apologize. Let's go over what we're here for. Ground Force medical cards. Let's start with Ground Medical Private. Blue-green, +1 to defense. It is a common card. Put it on an Autobot, car, motorcycle, truck, or tank only. When you put this on a specialist, like him, who is an Autobot and a truck, repair 1 to a character you control. If no one's damaged, it doesn't happen, okay? But it does have a green pip, so maybe you can get it on another time. Not as strong as a medic, okay? It is like a one-time thing. The sergeant card, +1 to attack. You're like, Grillenheimer, isn't that backwards? Didn't you establish that the private cards have +1 to attack and the sergeant cards have +1 to defense? Yes. I did the opposite with the medical cards. It doesn't matter if it's ground, marine, space, or air, or Autobot or Decepticons. All the medical cards, the privates are going to have +1 to defense. All the sergeant cards are going to have +1 to attack. It's just swapped. You're still going to be able to get a total of +2 to attack, +2 defense, +2 health if you're able to get off 5 of them on there if you go up to the general card. Blue, red, hybrid, motorcycles. So only the motorcycles, I don't see a flame war up here, can get that to help you call that which color it is. Other than that, it might as well be a blank card. Stack on ground medical private only. It does give bold 1, which is a little odd. When your opponent draws more than 1 card per turn, repair 1 to a character you control. So opportunities. So is that good? When your opponent draws more than 1 card per turn, you're going to be able to repair a character. But if this Ratchet is in his bot mode, it's not your turn. It's not going to give him +1 to attack. You're on the defensive side. And the sergeant gives +1 to attack. We move up to the ground medical captain. Blue-red hybrid. Anybody can call it. The truck trait is on the green. There's some captain cards with the green pip, but not many. Stacks on the sergeant only. The equipped character has the leader trait. You're welcome. When you put this on a character, repair 1 to a character you control. If it is a motorcycle or car, repair 1 more. And it gives +1 health to whoever this is equipped on. If they happen to be a motorcycle or car, then yeah, you can repair 2. But repair 1 to a character you control. It doesn't have to be the one you're equipping. But if that same character, say, is Flame War, yeah, not an Autobot, doesn't matter. They're a motorcycle. You put the ground medical captain, I don't know, say Specialist Ratchet or Autobot Gears, whoever. And you're repairing Flame War. She now gets repaired 2 because she has to be in her alt mode. She has to be in motorcycle mode or a car, say Trax. Repair 1 more. Captain Major, red blue tank trait, +1 to attack. Stack on ground medical captain only when you scrap an enemy upgrade. And I think now Gears moves them. You can move when you flip to his bot mode, return an upgrade on an enemy to its owner's hand. So if they're playing with Gears and you have your a lot of ranking cards on a character and they flip Gears to bot mode, return an upgrade on an enemy to its owner's hand, they can call which one of these they want to return to your hand. If it's the general, it's the general. And you're going to lose that defense. If it's the sergeant card or something with defense, you're going to lose that defense. If they go, oh, he has oppress, let's scrap that major card. Let's scrap this. They get to call it. But it doesn't break up the stack. Anything that's above that stacked on top doesn't come off. It's unupgraded. It takes off 1 card. Okay? You can't get it back on there. Say that's a good question. I'm glad I had these guys up here. Say you have all 5 cards on a character. Private, sergeant, captain, major, general. And your opponent does do something with like Autobot Gears or something, or a Vaporize or a Crushing Size, and they are able to scrap and choose which upgrade they want to scrap off your character. If, say, they're like, well, okay, you scrap the captain card. The others don't come with it. They only scrap 1 upgrade. They scrapped the captain. So now you're losing that extra health. They're no longer a leader. So if they weren't already a leader, and you say you haven't gotten the general card yet, and they battle and they attack that character, they're not a leader trait anymore, and you can't get the general card on the flip. Okay? It's just that simple. Going a little long. So that's the major. No. We went over the captain. Major, ground medical major, blue, red tank. We established that. That's right. When you scrap an enemy upgrade, repair 1 to a 6-star or less character you control. If it is a tank, repair 1 more, +1 to attack. Uncommon. Yes, that includes Warpath. Warpath is a 6-star tank. It doesn't have to be an Autobot. If you have a Brawl on your, whether it's my Brawl or the Ark's Brawl, that sounds funny, we're brawling around, or any other type of tank, then yeah, they have to be 6 stars or less. Then you can repair 1, repair 2 on it actually. So there's that. Let's keep going. I'm slowing myself down. Ground medical general. That there are. If you have questions and nobody's putting them in the comments, at least I'm talking about it. And I'm not WASI. I don't print any of this stuff out ahead of time. So ground medical general is a solid red, and green pip with the leader trait. Stack on ground medical major only, +1 health, +1 defense. Each of your other characters has tough 1 for battle. So the equipped character, as long as you still have all your other 4 cards under this one, then yeah, you're going to get, what was it, bold 1 from the sergeant card. Yeah. Your opponent draws maybe another card for turn. You get to repair 1 to somebody. The captain the captain card only was a when you put, kind of a one-time thing. The major is a when you scrap an upgrade, so that can be an ongoing kind of ability there. So yeah, when your opponent, and you get the tough 1 off the general, when your opponent scraps an upgrade from one of your characters, repair 2 to a character you control. If they scrap the ground medical general card, you don't get to repair anything because it's no longer on the battlefield. They'll be like, I don't like that plus health and +1 defense. Let's get that scrapped, say, hey? So that was my best swindle for the moment. But anyway, so if they scrap anything else, and your ground medical general is still on the equipped character, you're going to get the repair 2. But if they go after ground medical general, and that is scrapped, then the repair 2 doesn't happen because it's not on the field anymore. Okay, it's just that simple. Ground medical 1 left. Let's not forget it this time. Specialist. Ground medical specialist. Blue, solid blue. Green, specialist pip. Well, we're giving a little more power to, well, where'd he go? He was just here. The specialist Ratchet, this all 8-star character from Wave 3. And the Wave 3 characters were okay. Always seemed like I got doubles of characters I didn't want. When you put this on stack on the ground medical sergeant only, it is a rare, +1 health. When you put this on a specialist, like Specialist Ratchet, repair 1 to each character you control. If it's not a specialist, doesn't happen. A ranking upgrade cannot be stacked on this. If you don't put it on a specialist, you still get the +1 attack, defense, and health across the board, and bold 1 off the sergeant. And if your opponent draws more than 1 action, draws more than 1 card for turn, you can still get a possibility of repair. So there's that. We went over a lot. We went over a total of about 8 cards, really. Just under 15 minutes. A lot better than the 30 minutes. it takes me a while to try to edit and get all these images into anything longer than, say, 18-20 minutes. So tell me what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you like this content. We're still going on with this. I might try to get in one more video before the day is out. This is my third take on this. Throw scraplets at the like button if you like what you see. And I don't like the sun's right in my face. We'll see you next time. And as always, don't just have a blessed day. Have a great day. Don't just have a great day, have a blessed day. And as always, Autobots, flap out and let's roll for it.